Hello dear students, good morning to all of you. As we have discussed about the functions of the bank, in which we have discussed about the primary functions of bank, in which we have discussed accepting deposits and providing loans by the bank to the general public. These two functions under the primary functions we have discussed. Now today we will start the discussion from the secondary function. Dear students, a commercial bank also plays or also perform the functions of some secondary function instead of the primary function. Under the secondary function, we find the functions which are: first is agent function. Dear student, commercial banks are also providing, or commercial banks are also commercial bank also provide some services to the customer which are like an agent, in which first is collecting bill of exchange, promissory notes and checks. Second is collecting dividend, interest and etc. Third is buying and selling shares, debentures and other security of the customers from in different companies, like by opening the demat account and making the payment on behalf of the customer to the company for purchasing its shares and debentures. After that, making the payment of any interest, insurance premium, tax, etc. Thereafter, the transferring fund from one branch to another branch and from one place to another place. And next is acting as agent of representative while dealing with other bank and financial institution. Commercial bank performs the above functions on behalf of as per the instructions of its customers. So dear students, these were the agent function under the secondary function. Instead of the agent function, a bank also provides some general utility functions or performs some general utility functions which are as follows. In these functions, so many miscellaneous functions of the banks are included, in which first is providing locker for safe custody of jewelry and other valuables of customers, giving reference about the financial position of the customer. Thereafter, providing information to a customer about the credit worthiness of other customers. And next is supplying various types of trade information useful to the customer. Thereafter, issuing letter of credit, pay orders, bank draft, credit cards and traveler checks. And after that, underwriting issue of shares and debentures. It means if the bank is issuing its shares and debentures, it uses to underwrite the person. It means providing commission. Next is providing foreign exchange to importers and travelers going abroad. It means any people or any person is going abroad, they need the foreign currency. In that case, bank also plays the role of providing the foreign exchange or foreign currencies to the importers or those people who are going abroad, or those people who are engaged or export import business. Now, dear students, there are some other functions which are going to be provided like bank draft. Dear students, it is a kind of instrument of the bank in which it is a financial instrument with the help of which money can be remitted from one place to another place. Basically, students, commercial bank uses the bank draft to transfer its money from one place to another place on the same bank or any other bank. Now, the bank issues a draft for the amount of its own branch at their places or other banks. Only in case of tie-up with those bank to those places, the payee can present the draft on the drawee bank at on the drawee bank at the place and collect the money. Bank charges some commission for issuing the bank draft. So, dear students, it is a kind of instrument by which a bank can easily transfer or make the payment of the customer according to their desire in different cities or in different states. Now, second is banker's check or pay order. Dear students, it is almost like bank draft, which refers to that bank draft which is payable within the town. So in bank draft, it can be payable outside the town, outside the city, outside the state, but banker's check or pay order is a kind of bank draft which is payable within the town. In other words, we can say banks issue pay order for local purpose and issue bank draft for outstation transaction. So basically there is the most important difference between bank draft and banker's check, that is bank draft can be or bank draft is issued for outstation and banker's check or pay order is issued for local cities or local area for transfer of the amount. Now the next important term we are going to discuss about the electronic banking services or e-banking. Dear students, nowadays as we know that each and everything we are going to be digitalized in banking services. So many terms have been also become digitalized, and due to this digitalized services, banks are using computers, internets, and trying to provide its services through the internet, and at once it tries to make the payment or make the transfer of the fund in different cities at same time in different people or in different departments. So, and through this a huge amount of fund can be easily transferred. There is no limitation on it. So dear students, for electronic banking services or e-banking services, basically there are two types of services are there. First is electronic fund transfer, EFT. Dear students, under the electronic fund transfer, bank transfers wage salaries from from the company's account to the accounts of the employees of the companies directly. The other example of EFT are online payment of electricity bill, water bill, insurance premium, house tax, etc. As we know that nowadays we are going to make the payment through the different apps from the mobile. So bank is providing this facility that we can also transfer the fund, we can also transfer the amount from bank, from our bank to the different bank directly This can be happened due to EFT. Now, dear students, the bank has also provided us a kind of services that is known as ATM, automatic teller machine. This is a machine which provides us money by using a card given by the bank for our account, for related to the account, and by operating these ATMs we can get anytime money. It means in 24 hours, whenever we require the amount, we can get the payment in cash from this machine. And there is also a machine that OPM, that is online payment machine, through which a bank is also accepting the deposits. Now, if the customer don't want to be in queue during the bank hour, or the customer wants to deposit some amounts, they can easily deposit their amount to the bank by using ATM or OPT machine, by using some personal identity number which is known as PIN, at from any city, from any ATMs, or from anywhere at any time. So dear students, this is also a kind of facility or services which are going to be provided by the different banks to its customers, so that the requirement of money can be fulfilled at any time to the public. There should not be any foundation of the working hour or working days, and there should not be any kind of rigidness that if the days are not working, like Sunday, they cannot make the withdrawal or they cannot make the deposits. Now, third is debit card. Dear students, debit card is issued to the customer in lieu of his money deposited in the bank, where the customer can make immediate payment of goods purchased or service obtained on the basis of his debit card, provided the terminal facility is available with the seller. So dear students, whenever we are depositing our money, bank is issuing a kind of debit card. Through this debit card we can also withdraw cash by using ATM. Through this debit card we can also make the payment in anywhere, wherever online payment system is there, and we can directly make the payment. And through the debit card there is no need to carry the cash. If we want to make the payment online, we can by using the debit card in the different shopping malls or shopping stations. Now, next is credit card. Dear students, a bank issues a credit card to those of its customers who enjoys good reputations. Basically, the people who are having a good reputation regarding their transactions with the bank issues a credit card to those customers so that they can enjoy the purchasing of goods and services, availing the goods and services at any time, so that they cannot feel the shortage of the fund. If any time fund is not available or fund is not sufficient in their bank account, but that time they cannot feel the shortage of the fund, they can make their payment through the credit card. So it is also a kind of overdraft facility. Basically, overdraft facility is given to the current account holder under to those people who are operating their business. But credit card is the second phase of the overdraft facility, which is going to be provided to all those customers whose reputations are good in the view of the banker regarding their transactions. So with the help of this card, the card holder can buy goods or obtain services up to a certain amount, even without having sufficient deposit in their bank account. So dear students, cards are these cards are going to be issued by the bank for making the online transactions. Now next is telebanking. Under this facility, customer can get information about the account balance or any other information about the latest transaction about the latest transaction with the bank on the telephone through the SMS. Now core banking solution or centralized banking solution, this is shortly known as CBS. So dear students, in this system, if the customers are opening its account in CBS branches, which can operate the same account in all CBS branches of the same bank anywhere across the country. So through this CBS system, it is immaterial with which branch of the bank customer is dealing with when he or she is a CBS branch customer. It means if the customer is having the CBS branch or having the account with the CBS branch, they can make the withdrawal and deposit with the same with the CBS branch of the same bank at all over the India, wherever it is found. Now next is NEFT. This is the extended form of EFT, electronic fund transfer. NEFT, it is provided the transfer of fund electronically from all over the India, or we can also say the abroad, if the and basically these terms are going to be used by those companies, these terms are used by the companies for transfer of its fund to the like salary. So dear students, through the NEFT we can make the payment or settlement of the payment from one city to another city's employees, but these settlements takes place 6 times during a day. The weekdays, it means from Monday to Saturday, these settlements can take place only at 6 times. First is it starts from 9:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 12 noon, 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. and on Saturday at 3 times, that is from 9:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m. and 12 noon only. So basically dear students, it has the fixed settlement time, but the extended form is there, that is real time gross settlement, RTGS is also there, through which we can also make the payment easily. But in this term, the working hours are fixed, that is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and through this 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. we can make the payment at any time and in any terms. Now benefits of the e-banking to the customers. So dear students, e-banking provides 24 hours a day into 365 days a year services to the customer. Second is customer can make transaction from office or house or while traveling via mobile telephone. Third benefit to the customer, that is there is a greater customer satisfaction through e-banking as it offers unlimited access and great security, as they can avoid traveling with cash. Thereafter, dear students, it also benefits of e-banking to the bank, that e-banking lowers the transaction cost. Second is load on branches can be reduced by establishing centralized database. And third is e-banking provides competitive advantage to the bank, adds value to the banking relationship. So dear students, today we have completed the different techniques and services which are going to be provided by the banks and its secondary functions. Thank you.